Okay, in this video we are going to learn the basic things about Terraform. So initially, what is Terraform? So in this video we are going to learn about Terraform. Okay, so Terraform is basically a tool. So with this tool we can create resources in any cloud, like it may be uh, Azure cloud, it may be AWS cloud, it may be GCP, and it can be Alibaba, any cloud. So, why we need to use Terraform only? Why we can create manually, right? So, to create a resource manually, it will take some time. Not only time, and every time if you want to create a new machine, we have to go with the same procedure. Whereas in Terraform, once a template is prepared, we can modify the template, we can use a template, and by using that template we can create within few seconds. Okay, so here the automation is possible, and it is fast, and it can be used for multiple times. That is the advantage of Terraform. Not only Terraform, we have tools, ARM template, ARM, and one more thing is Bicep. So these are the tools, and we have Azure CLI, and one more thing is PowerShell. These are the tools to create resources, and some kind of automation is also possible. So these are all these only supports Azure cloud, but Terraform will support multiple clouds. That is the only difference between Terraform to these tools. These are all Microsoft own components. Then this is the third party tool. It's a open source, and it can support multiple cloud platforms. Okay, so what is required? What are the prerequisites for the Terraform? The first thing is we need to download. Uh, we need to download Terraform. Okay, let's download Terraform. Download Windows. So it's a HashiCorp product. So let's take this one, AMD 64. Okay, it is downloaded. So before that, some setup is required, and we should have Visual Studio Code also that I have already installed. So first thing is we need to create a folder, that is Terraform. Okay. So in this Terraform, let's take this path and go to the downloads. Just now we have the downloaded Terraform. So here we need to give the folder path. This is the path. Okay. So if we go to the folder, there we can see the Terraform. The Terraform is appearing here. Okay. So now let's take this path and add it to the system variables. Go to the system properties and advanced settings and environment variables. So in the system path, we need to add this path. Okay, new. This is added. Okay, okay. So now let's test whether the it is added or not. CMD. Let's take Terraform version. Yep, it is showing the version 1.2.7 on Windows AMD 64. This is a 64-bit operating system Windows. So now it is showing. That means we can use Terraform now. So to use the Terraform, we need Visual Studio Code, and in this Visual Studio Code, let's create a folder, desktop, Terraform, new folder. Okay, I do not have permissions to create, so let's directly create from here. New folder. So let's give like Azure. Okay. So let's go here, open folder, desktop, Azure, Terraform, Azure AI. Select folder. Okay. So in this Azure AM, let's create a folder. Create a file that is main main.tf. So it is showing the symbol Terraform symbol. That means Terraform is already installed. If it is not installed, we have to install it from extensions Terraform. See, this is the HashiCorp Terraform official one. So it is already installed, and Azure Terraform is also installed. Okay. So now in the main TF, so here we have like five five concepts. Like we can say like first thing is providers, and the second thing is modules, and third one is resources, functions, and variables. So the structure of code will be in this form, in this format. Okay, first there should be a providers for Terraform, and then modules, then resources, then functions and variables. The code whatever we write in Visual Studio Code, the format should be in this way. Like we should have providers. I'll show you what are the providers, what are the modules, what are the resources, and what are the functions and variables. Okay, so let's start with the providers. Okay, go to Google. So registry.terraform. This is the official site for Terraform. Let's select this and see. Yeah, see, we strongly recommend using the required providers blocks. So from here to here, these are the providers. Okay, so let's go and paste it here. Okay, so now we have given the providers, but to have the communication from Visual Studio Code to our portal, we need to give subscription ID and all other details. Let me log in to the portal, azure.com. Okay, so to have the communication from Visual Studio to this portal, we need to do the app registration. Okay, so for that, where is the app registration? So here, app registration. So already I have one app registration. Let me delete this. I'll delete this. Delete. Okay, let me create a new registration. Okay, so here register an application. Let's give any name. Directly I'm giving this only. The okay, account in this organization directly. I'm selecting the first option, register. So here I can see application ID. That means client ID. Let me paste it in Notepad. Set client ID. Client underscore ID. Let's give some equal to inverted commas. And one more thing is after client ID. This is the tenant ID. Okay, this is tenant underscore ID. Next, tenant ID. One more thing is secret ID. That is, where is it? Here. Create new secret ID. Add description here. 6 months. Yeah, this is the ID. It's equal symbol. So it is equal symbol. One more thing we have is my subscription ID. This is the where is my subscription ID? This is the sub- subscription ID. Subscription. Okay, subscription ID. Let's paste it here. So copy all these IDs. Go to the Visual Studio Code. After features, paste it here. Okay. So this is the providers. Like what providers are these Terraform required providers. That is Azure RM and the source is HashiCorp Azure RM. Version is 3.0 and here I'm for the communication from Visual Studio to our portal. I have provided the subscription ID, client ID, secret ID, and tenant ID. So after that, we have to create resource group. So for that, we have our code and let's see if we have the code or not. Yes, here we have code. So let's copy this. and go to Visual Studio Code and paste. So here example, I'm giving a resource group like that one. Okay, and the resource group name I'll give resource group my Terraform. The region I'm giving the same. So now I'm giving the resource group and let me create a virtual network. Let's go for here. So resource group, for example, and this is a network security group, and this is virtual network. Let's copy from here. Virtual network. Control C and Control V. Okay, so here the resource group must be RG1, that is capital RG1, G-1. So let's give this name as Inet, and the location should be G1. And this is also RG hyphen 1. This is also RG hyphen 1. So because the RG1 location means that this is the tag for location. Location and name, this is the tag. So wherever location and name is there, we can use this tag RG1. Okay. So this subnet is in this range 10.0.1, and another subnet is with the 10.0.2. Okay. So let's save this. So how to execute this uh, code, I'll explain it in the next video.